Now we are going to talk about something that is just as important as detecting lies, avoiding false positives. Because here's a hard truth. Accusing someone of lying when they are actually telling the truth can cause more damage than missing a lie. It can break trust, harm relationships, ruin professional decisions, and create long term consequences. That's why skilled lie detectors are not just good at spotting signals, they are careful about interpreting them correctly. What is a false positive? A false positive is when you interpret normal or truthful behavior as deception. For example, someone looks nervous, you assume they are lying. Someone pauses, you assume they are hiding something. Someone avoids eye contact, you assume guilt. But in reality, they might just be stressed, introverted, under pressure, trying to recall information accurately. Why false positives happen? Overconfidence in signals. Once you learn lie detection, it's tempting to think, I can read people now. But no single signal proves deception. Even clusters require context. Ignoring baseline behavior. If you don't know how a person normally behaves, you might label their natural traits as suspicious. A naturally quiet person may seem evasive. A naturally anxious person may seem deceptive. Confirmation bias. This is one of the biggest dangers. Once you suspect someone is lying, your brain starts looking for evidence to confirm that belief and ignores anything that contradicts it. You stop observing objectively and start proving your assumption. Emotional involvement. In relationships or high stakes situations, emotions can cloud judgment. If you are already frustrated, you are more likely to assume deception. If you strongly trust someone, you may ignore real signals. Both extremes reduce accuracy. The hidden cost of false positives. False positives don't just affect your accuracy, they affect your credibility. If you wrongly accuse someone, they lose trust in you, they become more guarded, future communication becomes harder, and ironically, this can make actual truth harder to detect later. How to avoid false positives? Think in probabilities, not certainty. Don't think they are lying. Think something here needs more clarity. Always look for clusters plus context. One signal is meaningless. Multiple signals plus timing plus context, that is meaningful. Verify before concluding. Instead of accusing, ask follow up questions. Revisit topic later. Check consistency over time. Separate emotion from observation. Stay neutral, observe first, interpret later. Be comfortable with uncertainty. Sometimes you won't know for sure, and that's okay. Not every situation needs a final judgment. Experts don't rush to conclusions. They observe patterns, gather more information, stay open to multiple explanations. Let's see what are the final takeaways. Signals indicate change, not deception. Context determines meaning. Certainty without evidence leads to mistakes. And here's the most important mindset shift. Lie detection is not about being right all the time. It's about being less wrong more often. Because the real skill is not just seeing signals, it's knowing when not to trust your own interpretation.